everyone, this is probably my most requested video. It is, what is your skincare routine? So I'm going to whip through my AM and my PM, and I'm only focusing on the stuff that I use every single day or every other day. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on the extra stuff, the once or twice weekly treatments, the tools that I like to use, masks, etc. I'm gonna do that next month in collaboration with Beth over at 50 Plus Beauty. So if you are not subscribed to her already, go ahead and click wherever that thing is or look in the description box, and that way you won't miss it on her channel when it shows up. Okay, so before I get into the routine really quickly, I have aging skin, although who doesn't? I mean, if you're not aging, then you've... but yes, my skin is more mature. I'm 45 this month. It is generally dry. It is also dehydrated because I do not drink enough water. I figured this out. I'm working on that. And something interesting that I learned when doing a little research about my skin is when your skin is dehydrated, it actually produces extra oil to try to fix things. And that's why you can have dry skin and still break out. Hello. So I have generally sensitive skin, glycolic acid, and my skin do not get along. I get horrible cystic acne. Those are the high points. So let's get in with first thing in the morning, which it is right now. So first thing is I wash my face. And if you're a longtime viewer, then you know this brand. I wash my face every morning without fail with the Colleen Rothschild Balancing Gel Cleanser. I do about, it's a pump dispenser. I do about, say, half a pump. And I don't even know if I do a whole pump. It smells exactly like baby shampoo, which I find very refreshing in the morning. I was actually first introduced to this cleanser by someone with oily skin. So I do know that it works for both dry and oily skin. Wash my face, pat it dry, splash it off, pat it dry, all that good stuff. This is the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. This jump-started my skincare routine. Like, it was in a good place, it was a pretty good place. And then when I started using this mid to late November, holy moly, my skin changed. Yes, it is expensive. It is worth every penny, especially if you use it the way you were supposed to use it and you stick with it. So I forgot to tell you my areas of concern, other than the fact that I have dry and dehydrated skin. I do get occasional breakouts, like once or twice a week sometimes, that more like cystic breakouts, sometimes more often in reaction to products that I'm testing. I should probably stop doing that, but then I couldn't make these videos. My biggest area of concern is hyperpigmentation or leftover fading acne marks, that kind of thing. So I'm really trying to brighten and even out my skin tone. This really jump-started it. So I use this morning and night, and it's the same both morning and night. Now I have the smaller bottle. I'm about to, or in real life time, I have just ordered the ginormous bottle that has a pump top. But you're basically supposed to splash a little bit out on your hands. There's no way I'm gonna do this for you. This stuff is like precious gold. You splash a little bit out onto your hands. You don't do it on a cotton pad. You don't spritz it on your face, decant it into a spritzer. That's a good way to waste very expensive liquid because this has the consistency of water. So you pat a little bit onto your hands, you catch it in your hands, and you press it into your clean skin, down your neck. If I have any residue, I pat it onto my hands, morning and night. This stuff stopped most of my breakouts, except for the ones I'd say that are more connected to product reactions. Pretty much in their tracks, my skin brightened, everything just looks better. I don't know how to explain it. Great stuff. The next is a new addition. It came to me recommended from Amber, from Anti-Aging Amber. I'll link her as well. Great skincare guru. She's the one who really convinced me that it's perfectly fine to branch out and add different brands into your routine. You wouldn't use the same makeup line from your foundation to your concealer to your eyeshadow to your lipstick to everything. So why would you stick with one skincare brand? I never really thought about it like that. So since one of my major areas of concern is pigmentation and skin tone, she recommended the, I always say this wrong, NIOD, N-I-O-D brand, and it's regarding RE with the colon pigment. It's a multi-pathway brightening system. It's in this little glass bottle. I ordered the small bottle. This is my second one because I accidentally knocked over the first bottle and spilled half of it down the sink. It's a problem. You shake it up and it's a little pipette. And I do like, I'd say 5 drops. Again, this stuff is, it's not crazy expensive, but it's not drugstore price. And so I just pipette a little bit down, pat it a little bit, and then I pat it in. I concentrate on the areas where I have red marks and pigmentation. So basically my cheeks. And I thought my skin was doing great before. When I started using this, I think say January, this side of my face had quite a bit of pigmentation. It's basically gone. It's amazing. I have some fresh breakouts on this side that have faded very quickly since using this, and again, I use this morning and night. Okay, the rest of this goes pretty quickly. Next, this is an oldie but a goodie. After everything else has been patted in, I use the Colleen Rothschild Vitamin C Treatment Complex. I squeeze out about the size of like a pea, and just put that all over my face, down my neck. And I use this every morning, and this has great antioxidants, vitamin C, again, great for brightening and skin tone and all that good stuff. Then it's time for eye cream. I've tried a bunch. I always come back to this one. I just love it. I don't think there's anything better for just straight up moisturizing under your eyes. It's the Colleen Rothschild Complete Eye Cream. I used up the very last drop of my last one, and I'm well into this newest one. I just adore this stuff. I've been using it for years. Then I keep this at my makeup area because I apply this as I'm sitting down. Isn't this cute? I have a backup one ready to go. Again, from Colleen Rothschild. It's the Sheer Renewal Cream. Some people use this morning and night. I just use it in the morning. It's just a basic moisturizer that dries down to a very smooth finish. It's not sticky at all. So it makes a really great base or primer for your makeup if you're not using sunscreen, that is. So if I've never had any, when I use this, I've never had a foundation pill on top of it. So that's really good. It works well with makeup. But lately, and you know I've talked about this before, that's not my last step. My last step is sunscreen. Really important if you're trying to fade pigmentation and keep your skin looking even, and of course to avoid wrinkles and cancer. Those should probably take precedence over your appearance. But and it's by Supergoop, which I am partial to because it's headquartered here in San Antonio, at my favorite place in San Antonio, the Pearl. But it's their new Unseen Sunscreen. It's an SPF 40, it's broad spectrum, it's water and sweat resistant, but it's made to work with makeup. So again, does not make my foundation act strangely or pill up or wear off any more quickly. Put a dime size amount all over, down. If I have anything left on my hands, I kind of put on the backs of my hands. I do have a different hand cream from Supergoop that has SPF for my hands specifically, but why not just add a little bit more? So that is my morning routine, and then I slap on all the makeup. And if you're interested in what I have slapped on, that is all in the description box. Let's fast forward, I don't know, 12 hours. Let's pretend it's nighttime. And now it's time to get all this crap off. So first thing I do a lot of cleansing. I wear a lot of makeup, and I don't want all this stuff stuck on my face. First step in removing, I've been using this forever and ever. It's the Bioderma micellar water. I've used like drugstore brands that are now available in the US. There's something about this that's better. I don't know what it is. You can now order it. I think Beautylish is where I know I get it. Every Black Friday, they have a great deal with like tons of it. So I ordered, this is actually a pump top. I don't know if that's currently available. It kind of goes in and out. And then I just keep refilling this. Just take a cotton pad, pump it. Usually one of these will take off all my eye makeup. So that's just for eye makeup. That's the only thing I use my Bioderma for. I started using like a dual cleanse. So these two were both sent to me. They've been sitting in my cabinet for a few months, and I'm like, hey, I should try this double cleanse thing. I've been alternating. This is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse, and this is the Paula's Choice Perfect Cleansing Oil. This is a prettier bottle, but there's something I like the Paula's Choice a little bit better. I don't know why. It has sunflower and coconut, all skin types it's recommended for. It's supposed to melt away makeup and impurities. So it has a pump. I use about half a pump. A whole pump is too much. And I just massage it in, and you can really see everything start to break down. I do my eyes again. I have my contacts in, doesn't irritate my contacts. Just don't get it on your eyes. That's strange. And then I I add a little water, really work it in, splash it off. I actually dry my face with this muslin cloth, which comes with the next product. So I dry my face with this because the next product does not work well on your face if it's damp or wet. You have to have dry skin. This was the first product that I ordered from Colleen Rothschild, and I love it so much. If you only buy one thing from Colleen, make it this. It's the Colleen Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm. There's mine. And I wrote on the bottom of it when I started using this one, so you know how long they last. I started using this January 16th. It is March 19th when I'm filming this. So I still have at least a month left. So these do last quite a long time. I literally use the back of my finger. I scoop out about a fingernail size amount. I emulsify it between my fingers and I just start working it in all over. Then I run the hot water in my sink, not scalding hot. The idea is not to burn your face, but warmer than lukewarm. Soak this, squeeze it out, and you just hold it over your face like this. You press it in. I hope you can still hear me. And then you rinse it out, and then you just wipe, all the makeup comes off. Hopefully by this point, there's no more makeup on your face because you have double cleansed, right? Well, triple cleansed if you count the Bioderma. From there, it's the same for 2 more steps. I do my SK2, same as I did in the morning. I do my 4 or 5 drops of the RE pigment. And then we move on to chemical exfoliants. So I've been using this very regularly, should not come as a surprise. It's the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Regenerating Cream. It has retinol in it. It has a pretty high concentration. I don't know exactly what because they haven't released it, but I use about, again, a fingernail size amount. I put it all over my face except around my eyes. Well, I do right here a little bit, but I don't put it on my eyelids, down my neck. Stuff is great. It's so good that I have stopped using my other acids lately. So if I'm going to be doing chemical exfoliants, which I do every night, this is what I've been reaching for. I really enjoy it. Anyway, I use that. Then for eye cream at night, this stuff, I've been waiting for her to come out with this for about a year, so I'm so excited. Colleen Rothschild released the Retinol Supreme Eye Serum. And I'd say, again, it's a pump in a glass jar. I do about half a pump. I put it on my fingers like this, and I dot it on my eyes in the corners here, and then I pat it down around underneath my eye and up onto the top of my eye socket area. Now, I get Botox, not a secret. I get Botox here. I don't get it in between my brows. For some reason, I don't wrinkle there. And once in December, I got it like 2 units, which is like nothing, in the corner of each eye. I have recently topped up on the Botox and I did it here, 14 units, and that was it. When we looked at my eyes, since I'd started using this, I don't know, right when it came out, what was that, late December, early January? No new wrinkles. The Botox is long gone, but the wrinkles look great. So, or they don't look at all, I can't see them. So this stuff is working. And what I really like about it is that as you rub it into your skin, it feels like a gel and quickly turns in almost like an oil. And it's just so lovely and light on the skin and non-irritating. I've used other retinol creams on my eyes that it's drying and it's too much to use every night. This stuff has been working great. So yay for that. Now, something I just added, so I can't really tell you if it's working, but I wanted to mention it, is the Curology cream. So this is the second to last step. I do put it right on top of my Neutrogena. This one's formulated just for me. Yeah, I'd had my eye on it, and then I saw Angie from Hot and Flashy talking about it, and I was like, yes. So when I went online and told them what I was looking for, the nurse practitioner who prescribed this to me said, I'm gonna hold off on putting the Retin A product, tretinoin, is that how you say it? I can never. Welcome to my channel where I butcher words constantly. She said we're gonna hold off on the Retin A product for the first month because I do have sensitive skin. She wanted to see how my skin reacted before we added that in. So my current dosage has zinc, pyrithione, clindamycin, which I know is an antibiotic, and niacinamide for brightening. So I've been using this every single night, no reaction, skin's looking clearer, so it's apparently working. And then the last thing I do, and I have a backup that I need to bust out because I've got about 4 days left of this thing. It's the Colleen Rothschild Face Oil number 9. It is an oil. If you have oily skin, it's great. If you have dry skin, it's great. And if you're anywhere in between, it's great. It smells amazing. Her products smell lovely. She has a lot of essential oils that she puts in here. I do 1 pump and I just pat it in everywhere. Eyelids, everywhere, back of my hands, down my neck. And it has I don't know. It's a little miracle in a glass jar. I don't know what to tell you about it. I don't know why it works as well as it does. It helps acne fade. It moisturizes without feeling greasy. It's just wonderful stuff. And that's the whole routine. 40 minutes later. No, I'm just kidding. Start to finish, when I do this without talking to people who are not sitting with me in my kitchen, it takes me about 6 minutes. It's all listed down below if you're interested. I forgot to tell you, I have a coupon code from Colleen. It's MsGoldgirl20, I think. I'll put it below. It's in the description box. And the cool thing is this code is good for a year. Yay. So a lot of you message me, do you have a current code for Colleen? And it's usually like, nope, sorry, I don't. No, I do. Yay. So thanks, Colleen, for making that happen. If you use that code, it is not an affiliate code, right? So if you don't want to use my affiliate links and you just go on your own to Colleen's website and just type that in when you're checking out, you'll get your 20% off. If you want to use my affiliate links below, that's cool too. You'll still get your 20% off, just use the code regardless. All right, that's it. This is getting very long. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, there's a part 2 to this, the extra stuff that I can't live without either. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave that in the comments below. I will answer every question that you leave me. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.